welcome back to the podcast. I'm here joined with Mr. G and Ava.
Hello, everybody.
Slash Ramen.
Yes.
Ramen.
You always call me ramen.
Today we are going to start off with our Rosebud and Thorn.
Yep.
So, Ramen, would you like to go first?
I guess I would. So are we doing weekend or the week?
Just the week in general.
Yeah, just a week or
All
weekend,
right.
whatever the biggest moments were.
All right. So the rose, this week was that I got to see my dad. The bud is that I'll be moving in a couple months.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, Ava. Oh,
Moving out from the
Ow.
school or just to a
Yeah,
different...
out the school.
you're mean.
And the thorn is that I figured out where I'm gonna be moving. I'm going to Wolfboro, Maine.
Okay.
I will hit you.
No, you
I will
not.
miss you.
What?
I will
I'll miss you too, but you have my number. It's fine.
That does not matter.
All right.
Okay, Mr. G, what would you like?
All right, so I'll say the rose was trying out the virtual reality headset. That was new to me. I'd never tried that before.
Scary. I've never done it, but it seems
Am I the
scary.
only one that has done it?
Yeah.
Because I own
Well,
one.
no, you just
really?
did. You said that you did.
Yep, trying it for the first. So we both done it now. Yep.
Yeah, but I own one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it recently you owned one?
I
Past
got
couple
it
years?
like last 2 years. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it just?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And then, so my bud, I'm looking forward to this weekend. We'll probably have a big meal on Sunday, maybe some mashed potatoes or something. That'll
I
be
love
yummy.
mashed potatoes.
Love mashed potatoes. The thorn was I was visiting my aunt and uncle on the weekend, and they had a power outage in Maine. So that wasn't great. Oh, that was my rosebud. What about you, Chase?
What are you, Chase?
My rose is I went skiing on Sunday with my mom and dad, and I got stuck in a pile of soft snow, and I got to be dug out. Very nice. My bud is probably that my grandma is coming, and I'm gonna be making a rug at a rug shop. So they give you like a little tufting gun, and you have like a pattern, and then you just trace over it with the tufting gun, and it just creates the rug for you.
So does it look like a regular, like a glue gun or something, the tufting gun?
A little bit, but it looks like a glue gun with a mix of like a mixing bowl kind of thing.
Okay.
Whoa.
And it's totally from scratch, like you start with like just a bunch of yarn or...
Yeah, you just start with a blank canvas, you trace on your design, and then you just pull the yarn through it, and then you can put it in the rug, and then you glue it, and then it's a rug.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's very nice. And then my thorn is probably that my grandma's only staying up here for 3 days. I want her to stay up at my house forever because I
Where's
love my
she
grandma.
from?
I'm blanking out so hard right now. The state below us, which is
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Okay.
I always say Michigan for some reason. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. And now moving on to the chase segment. I don't know why I just threw in British.
That was
for
interesting right there.
Very.
Wow.
a second.
That segment.
And for my segment, we're going to be talking about bullying and hobbies and interests. And for bullying, let's start off. Ramen, have you ever been bullied, and what for?
Yes, I have, and it was generally just for who I was.
That
Do you
can be difficult.
elaborate, or you...
She might not want
Okay.
to, but just so we have the example of the bullying. So,
Yeah.
Chase, what do you have for, maybe Marston kids, if there's a 5th grader who feels like they're picked on and bullied, what tips can you give them?
I want to say beat them up, but that's obviously not going to be all. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Oh, I actually do. Tell a trusted adult, and if the adult is not doing anything, just... I know a lot of adults in your life will tell you, ignore them. They're just going to go away. Maybe they have a crush on you. No, they don't. If they are hurting you, physically, that does not mean or mentally, that does not mean they have a crush on you. That does not give them the right to ignore them, because either way, that problem is going to grow worse and worse if no one steps in. So parents, if your child comes up to you and says, oh, I'm being bullied, don't not say, oh, they just have a crush on you, oh, just ignore them. Because the problem's just going to get worse. Do something. Maybe call the school. Tell the school what's happening. Or maybe, like, I don't know, call the parents of the person and be like, hey, your son's bullying my child. Or, I don't know. Just, it's not okay to bully people or let that happen. Because when people grow up, and now, from a young age, if you're just saying, oh, yeah, that person has a crush on you when they're bullying you, that teaches children that it's okay to be abused when they're older by people who they know. And it's not okay, because they're going to be stuck in this crappy situations and now think that's normal.
Right. No, I think the most important thing you said is how always reach out to the adult. Trusted adult is the most important thing.
Adults are not doing anything. Take yourself into your own hands. Maybe
and reach
roast
out to
them.
a different adult.
Roast them on an open flame.
Yeah, see, Chase always with the joke. So this actually leads very nicely into our next topic of mental health. So things like this, between just homework, waking up early. I know for me it was Sunday night. Sunday night, when I knew that I had a whole week of school, I could barely enjoy. From like Sunday dinner onward, I wasn't very happy, just because I knew that I had stressful. So what would you guys, maybe Ava, what could you give some mental health tips for kids that either are stressful, don't want to go to school for any reason?
So when people think of mental health, they think of what you're feeling, and it isn't entirely wrong. It's what you're feeling and things like that, but also it can cause stress and depression. Things like this could include, as I said before, stress and depression, but this could also be your everyday emotions. Mental health can be drastic and also very subtle, but the thing that mental health can mostly mess with is your happiness. Now, when happiness comes to your mind, what do you all think about?
I think about my 2 dogs that passed away, sadly, but I love them. They're super soft and fluffy and just adorable. Like, for example, you see whenever it snowed outside, he would run out into the snow and just disappear. And all of a sudden you just see him once more jump out of the snow and just disappear back into it. And then Kai, who absolutely hated walks, she would just lazily lay on the couch and steal your spot the moment you step out of your chair or whatever. It was really, I loved them.
That seemed like a very happy memory, Chase.
I loved
What about you,
them.
Mr. G?
When I think of happiness, it's really just having fun with my friends and family. You know, just hanging out, goofing around, just laughing, having fun.
Yeah, when I think of happiness, I think about also hanging out with friends and family and pets as well. But also mental health could be easily messed with and manipulated by, as Chase said before, bullying. That can easily mess up your mental health. So with mental health, you could go to a guidance counselor at school, or also tell a trusted adult if anything is bothering you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I like that. So are there any things, like sometimes it might be a snack or a song or a TV show? What are some things that might help you, if you're down in the dumps and you help your mental health? What's something that you like to do, a routine you like?
So a routine that I would like to do is listening to music that really, and make sure it's happy music,
That's
not
true, yep.
like sad, depressing music.
Can keep you down there if you keep listening to the sad stuff. Yep.
So what I recommend is happy songs. If you Swifties out there like Taylor Swift, then maybe, even though that's all breakup songs, maybe take a break from that. But also people could just listen to happy music. If you want to listen to Thomas the Tank Engine or whatever, you can.
Yeah, anything, exactly. Anything that cheers you up. No expectation, no judging or anything like that.
Yeah.
But so that leads pretty well to our next topic. Things
Hobbies
that can cheer
and
you up.
interests.
Heck yeah.
Those can be something that cheer you up, I'm sure, help you in your mental health.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, Mr. D.
No problem.
I play
little drama.
drama. I do art, and I'm starting a comic book class at PMAC, and I'm excited because they actually are doing it this year, because last time they cancel it because there's not enough people. But I'm gonna be doing comics about my D&D character Zuko.
That's cool.
Zuko is a half human, half fox character that I made. It's a homebrew, and she is a sage, which means a healer and fighter. And I think she also has a very dramatic backstory, which I'm not gonna get into detail to because
we could do that in another D&D podcast.
We could do that in another D&D podcast. But I love drawing her. I drew her too many times. If you go downstairs to my art table, you only see drawings of her, specifically, none other characters. But also, I love just playing video games too. There's especially a game called Sky Children of Light.
I love that.
And you play as a spirit trying to help other spirits that have lost themselves. And you just go around and you light candles to help guide them. And you also like take them to good places, and you can learn new stuff from them, like how to like juggle or stuff like that.
And you bring them back to the stars where they originally belonged.
It's very nice.
It is. My hobby would be doing, let's see here. I have a bunch of different hobbies, but the major one is drawing, which, Chase, I know you like drawing.
I love drawing.
Yes, that can also be a hobby that we share together. I normally draw fictional characters.
Me too. Get me up. Woo!
That was my pointer finger, but okay. So I like drawing like anime characters. I like drawing made-up characters that I create myself. I just like doing all of that, and I also have a sports hobby. So getting into another sports. Now everybody likes sports. Some people like sports. Some people don't. But
like me.
Yeah. Some people like sports. Some people don't. Some people also do sports for different reasons. Some people like basketball. Some like volleyball. Some like none at all. What I think is that sports can help people with their everyday life. This could help with health, mental health, as I said before, other things like that. Sports in Hampton Academy here that are happening right now are track and field, softball, and baseball. And you could think about what type of sports you like. Now, Chase, I know you don't like sports, but Mr. G, how about you?
So I'm a fan. I usually like playing them more than I like watching them.
That's what I like to.
Yeah, like I definitely love playing basketball, but if I have to watch basketball, I kind of find it boring.
Yeah.
Same with baseball and football.
For all of them, I don't like watching them. If I had to be playing them, I don't like it either. I actually used to be on a soccer team when I was very little. I think we're called the Blue Jacks. I'm not really sure.
I think because I think that I was like on that team too.
No, that's because I was in Colorado.
Oh.
I was in Colorado.
Okay.
You probably never, but that'd be crazy.
If I was in Colorado, that would have been crazy.
But I used to play on a little team. It was okay. Just I lost interest in it because they always put me as goalie, and I would just have to stand there awkwardly while my teammates like were kicking each other and trying to grab the balls. But I just wish that I would be out on the field. I was a couple times just, it just wasn't fun because everyone would just be struggling to get it, and then your ankles would be kicked, and then people would shove you out of the way. And it's just, I didn't like it. Also, when I was goalie, I got hit in the head a lot, too, by the ball trying to stop it.
Yeah.
Because of how short I was, also the kids aiming low. It would hit me in the head. So.
Yeah, so my sports that I like to do, when I was a kid, I was, and I still am, a very adventurous person. So I did a lot of sports. I didn't do baseball or softball. I wish I did when I was younger, but I don't have the stamina to do it now. I did basketball, soccer. I did field hockey, which I still do now. I do track and field, which I'm doing this year.
Lots of sports.
I do dance, which is a sport. I know you're looking at me
I'm
weird.
a drummer.
You're looking at me weird.
Are you basically saying then drumming is a sport?
No, dancing is a sport.
Agreed to disagree.
We'll do another podcast on that someday.
I like that.
Just about debates. We can do a debate podcast.
The debate podcast.
Anyway, and I've done dances. I've done a lot of things. So, but my favorite so far is track and field, especially doing discus and running the 100-meter. Those are my favorite.
Discus was always really tricky because you got to get that motion down. You got to spin yourself and throw it at the right time.
Sometimes you don't have to spin. In 6th grade, here at Hampton Academy, they don't teach you how to spin.
Okay.
But in 7th and 8th grade, that's when they teach you because they don't trust 6th graders because they think that they are going to hit somebody over the head. So.
And it's possible. Like a helicopter, they're spinning around. You don't want to risk
spinning
that.
around, and then there's this like 1 pound disc in your hand that you just go whoop and it'll hit somebody over the head. But anyway, so yeah, that's the kind of sports I like to do and Mr. G likes to do. Chase doesn't like to do any sports, so
Yay!
unless you call drumming a sport, which
Yeah.
So we can say that it's maybe athleticism. You have to be athletic. If you're going to do a lot of drumming, you probably have to be
It's
in
a
good shape.
workout.
Right.
Like I
it
swear,
is a workout, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I can come back and my wrists are like gone. I'm like, I can't move. I can't lift anything. Like, leave me to melt on the floor. I want to melt on the floor. That'd just be amazing.
Anyway, so
I will now talk about my other hobby and interest, D&D.
oh yeah.
I love D&D. You guys are going to sit here for 20 minutes just on me
We are not
explaining
sitting. We
that.
are not. No.
Let me just explain a little bit for people who don't know. A little bit.
Sure.
Okay, so
Just
D&D
a little.
is basically like a live action role play kind of thing where the DM, Dungeon Master, gives you a scenario in your head. For example, you are in a dark, shady woods where you can hear like crickets in the background, like that kind of thing, and then you'd have your own character, like my character Zuko, and then you would just be put in a group of other random people, and then you just get thrown into a situation, figure it out. Sometimes you can cause chaos, like I one time was being attacked by a goblin, but then I wrapped him up and I named him Timmy for the rest of the campaign. Even though his name was not Timmy and he kept trying to leave me, I twisted him up in a little bag and I'm like, Timmy, let's go. We're coming with me.
You're gonna be a little pretzel.
And then another time, I punched down a door to the bank vault, which is very, very bolted shut, and my friends were dying laughing, and the dungeon master was sitting there looking at me horrific face on. It was hilarious. But D&D is a great way to come up with funny stories and funny situations. Yay! And that concludes our podcast. So thank you all for being here.
And watching and listening and all that. Jazz.
And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, the like and subscribe. Hit that bell for our new dropouts.
But thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a great day.
Have a great day, peeps.
Bye.